Ripple, the blockchain infrastructure company, is partnered with the BIS task force to bring digital payments, CBDCs, to the globe. And a lot of people deny this fact, but it's right in front of you. Let's go ahead and get into this. I have a great video lined up for you. Stay with me through this whole thing. You are going to learn a lot. So check us out. Cross-border payments, interoperability, and extension task force composition. Look at the people that are on this task force, right? The Buna platform, right? I went into the Buna platform in previous videos. If you missed those videos, go through my video list and check out that I got some really cool connections. XRP, CBDCs that haven't been announced yet. I found a few of those. Also, you have CLS here, which is a big clearinghouse, EBA clearing. You have MasterCard, PayNet Malaysia, PayNet Canada, Ripple. Here is Ripple, right? You also have the real-time gross settlement system global. You have SWIFT. You have clearinghouse, right? The clearinghouse, which is a clearinghouse in the United States. You have Worldline, Pan-Africa Payment and Settlement System, also known as PAPS. You have Bank of China, Commonwealth Bank of Australia, Deutsche Bank. You have Mukuru. You have Wells Fargo, Societe Generale, which is my favorite bank to say. You have Wise Bank. You have New Bank. You have banks in Africa, emerging payments in Asia, European Payments Institutions Federation, Institute for International Finance, the IFF, Japan Bankers Association, UK Finance. You also have GSM Association, and you have the SADC Banking Association. What don't you see on this list? You don't see any other blockchain infrastructure company, do you? Right? You don't see Stellar. You don't see Quant, right? QNT. You don't see anything else, right? BNB is not here. Ethereum Alliance is not here. It is Ripple working with the BIS. And that is what you need to get through your heads, right? I see a lot of hate comments about Ripple's not working with the BIS. It's right there in front of you, okay? And then you also have this. Ripple joins BIS Task Force for Cross-Border Payments. Enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions provider Ripple is among the members of a cross-border payments task force recently formed by the BIS, which is the Bank of International Settlements. As part of the cross-border payments interoperability and extension task force, Ripple will join other organizations including MasterCard and SWIFT in fulfilling the BIS goal to enhance cross-border payments to meet the quantitative targets for cross-border payments endorsed by the G20. All right. The G20 put out these requirements. The BIS is taking these requirements. They went out and they put together a dream team of companies, people, institutions, and banks. And boom, right there, Ripple is smack dab with all of these, okay? It says, to end, the BIS will be working to improve access to payment systems, extend operating hours and payment systems, and will create links between different payment systems according to the report. The BIS said that the improvements to the payment systems will require global coordination and cooperation between stakeholders in both the public and private sectors. We keep seeing this. The IMF is talking about this. The BIS is talking about this, right? The public sector, which is the central banks, are very bad about building these types of technologies. So they go out and they hire or partner with the private sector who's really good about building out this technology, like Ripple. Okay. Cross-border transactions are growing rapidly thanks to digital transformation in the new international settlement rails, but a host of international payment frustrations and reconciliations frictions still exist. Payments research has found that 23% of small to medium-sized businesses found that their current cross-border payment solutions are very or extremely satisfactory. In addition, 27% of small businesses seem complexity in cross-border payments and hindrance to the ability to grow according to the International B2B Payments Guide for Entrepreneurs and Business Payments. Nowhere is truer within the $156 trillion cross-border payments market, right? That's just on the low end, right? That is a lot of money. And then you also have this, right? Ripple to launch US peg stablecoin. So Marcus Fenger put out some comments here. Let me just get this back to you. As a major player, Ripple ought to have its own stablecoin, said Gail Kamara, professor of Imperial College. A stablecoin will help amplify more liquidity in more use cases, but XRP will continue to act as a bridge on the chain, said Infinger. An example of how the two will work together, said Infinger, is to use the stablecoin for euro to dollar payments between G7 countries during normal working hours. So this is like 9 to 5 that banks are open, not on the weekends. And for everything else, you're going to be talking about XRP might be more efficient. Now, this is going to help both sides of it, right? Because this new stablecoin is going to be built on the XRP ledger, and the value of that stablecoin is is going to live on the XRP ledger. That is going to help out the price of XRP. Infinger sees it is a coexistence, and it says it will very much coexist in a symbiotic sort of relationship. It's about solving more liquidity issues by having a stablecoin alongside XRP as opposed to replacing one with the other, he said. Infinger describes Ripple's stablecoin as having a compliance-first mindset, which means the issuance will be dependent on being compliant with individual U.S. state regulators. Okay, now, what does Ripple have? They've went out and got, 30 to 40 licenses to transfer money inside of the U.S. from state to state. Soon, Ripple will cover all 50 states, so they will be able to move money freely from state to state, which is a very, very big deal. Unlike the EU, where the MiCA stablecoin issuers must be regulated as electronic money institutions, there's no similar federal regulation for stablecoins in the U.S. yet, as the banker had previously reported. Instead, a variety of regulatory frameworks for stablecoin issuers have emerged at the state level. You do see states that are pushing through with their own stablecoins, right? They see how much money Tether is making. Tether makes money by this. They go out and they buy bonds that back up the value that's supposed to be there. Let me show you this. Coin market cap. So there is, right now is $107 billion. So Tether is supposed to have bonds that are equal to this amount, bonds or other types of securities that back up this $107 billion, right? Tether has never had an audit, but they make a whopping, right now Tether's making a whopping 5% by just holding those bonds, which is billions of dollars a year. States and other institutions like Ripple see this and they're like, we want a piece of that, right? We want a piece of that and we can help. All right, so there is also this real quick. This is from the BIS and this is from High Vibes. Nothing new that Ripple and XRP have been mentioned within the largest institutional players. Here's the BIS confirming the unified ledger. Okay, let me play this.
Resembles the arrangements we see today. We still envision a two-tier banking system with central bank money used for wholesale transactions and some retail ones, and commercial banks providing the bulk of the money used by households and businesses. Crucially, this arrangement ensures the singleness of money and finality of payments. But in our vision, money takes a more advanced technological form. In addition to central bank reserves, banknotes, and conventional bank deposits, there would be central bank digital currencies and digital commercial bank money. These forms of money would allow for new capabilities, including programmability and composability.
Real quickly, guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers by the end of this month, and with your help, I can do it. I really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and the like button.
The real benefits, however, would come from linking new monetary arrangements with the broader financial system. To this end, we propose a new financial infrastructure, a unified ledger. The ledger, which in practice would resemble a network of networks, would allow for seamless transactions between digital money and other tokenized assets.
Okay, so we know Ripple is in the tokenizing business, right? They have that partnership with Medico. They're out there working in Hong Kong. They're doing all kinds of things with tokenized helocs, right, which are secondary mortgages. They want to be using the same system, these central banks, right? The major trading partners, right? You have the US, you have the UK, you have Australia, you have Japan, and there's one other one that I am forgetting. I do apologize. But all of these countries, they are going to want to use the same type of system so value can move seamlessly from country to country, bank to bank, right? That's why they want to talk about a unified ledger where all of this value lives, okay? Can you imagine that if you took the, the Japanese stock and bond market, the US, the UK, all of these financial markets, you put them on a unified ledger, right? A private ledger that all of these countries and systems can use together to move money seamlessly for under a penny. That is what they're trying to do here. And that is how something like XRP gets to an extremely high value. It is not retail that is going to move the price of XRP into the hundreds, if not thousands eventually. It is going to be tokenizing all of this value, right? You have 300 trillion in debt globally. You have about 350 trillion in real estate that you can tokenize. You bring on the ledger. You have stock markets. You have derivative markets, bond markets, money markets, equity markets. That is quad trillions of dollars. That if you bring that value onto the XRP ledger, the XRP price couldn't be $1 or $5 or even $100. It would need to be in the thousands of dollars to do all of that value, to transact all of that value. Once that value lives on the XRP Ledger or XLM or whatever it is, right? There's probably going to be a few winners here. But when you look at the BIS, right? When you look at Ripple is on the BIS task force, they're the only blockchain infrastructure company that is on the task force. That tells you that they're working with the BIS on all of this stuff. That tells you that they're working with the central banks on all of this stuff, right? That is what we're focused on here.
On a single programmable platform. As we discussed in the chapter, this could greatly increase the efficiency of existing financial transactions, deliver instantaneous payment settlement, and to unlock entirely new economic arrangements. The vision that we propose is ambitious, and it won't be assembled overnight. That is all the more reason for us to get moving. Society rightly expects the monetary and financial system to take full advantage of technological advances to deliver better and more efficient services. If central banks don't take this agenda forward, other, less publicly minded players will fill this space.
Yes, they will.
Let me conclude. The global economy is at a critical juncture. Stern challenges must be addressed, but these carry with them significant opportunities. To put macroeconomic policy on a more secure footing, to reinvigorate long-term growth, and to craft a financial system that meets these needs.
To craft a financial system that meets these needs. Very, very important, right? There's also this clip too here. The rumblings of tokenized assets and tokenized bank deposits grows louder by the hour. Let me play this.
What is needed is to bring together tokenized deposits, other tokenized assets, with central bank money in tokenized form, and bring all these elements together on a shared programmable platform. Each platform would only involve the assets and money required for the specific use case. So there would be more than one such platform designed for each particular use case. There would be more than one such platform designed for each particular use case.
I'm excited to talk to you all about the newest innovation in the XRPL universe that will be key to unlocking a multi-chain future in which each blockchain can be optimized for a specific use case and they can all interoperate.
In this year's BIS Annual Economic Report, we explain how a new financial market infrastructure called a unified ledger can bring the necessary elements together. What is needed is to bring together tokenized deposits, other tokenized assets, with central bank money in tokenized form, and bring all these elements together on a shared programmable platform.
Developers can employ other innovative design characteristics that can be tuned to specific use cases like tokenization, DeFi, or payments. New capabilities can be tested and then migrated to the main ledger with validator approval. Or a private network could be developed to run alongside the open source XRP Ledger.
The future of crypto will be a multi-chain world, but not without first achieving cross-chain interoperability. Federated sidechains and similar innovations are key to making this future a reality, and it starts with the XRP Ledger.
And it starts with the XRP Ledger. What are we not?
We are integrating Ripple payments with the XRP Ledger's decentralized exchange. The XRP Ledger, for those who don't know, is an enterprise-grade blockchain. It's been functioning for almost 11 years now without a major incident. So it's highly stable, highly robust, and it has payment features built right into it. Things like a decentralized exchange, but also features like escrow, authorized trust lines, and more things like that. But what's new with a DEX integration is in the near term, it will enable us to source more liquidity and also enter new markets more quickly to create more off-ramps. And longer term, our vision is that this will enable us to more quickly support new asset types, like real-world assets. Real-world asset token is tokens. Like real-world assets. Real-world asset token is tokens into the future. And also be able to open up liquidity to more global pools. So that's just a quick touch overview for
liquidity open to more global pools, right? I hope you learned something from this video, guys. If you did, please like and share the video. I'm trying to grow the channel, like I said, to 25,000 subs. If you're trying to learn about all this project, you can join Cryptoneers for free. We also have a crypto course that you can go ahead and take for free. Went ahead and designed that myself. There's a lot of really good information to get you started in the crypto space. If you are been around the block in the crypto space, this might be a good refresher on some things that you can do to maximize your gains out here. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for entrusting me on your crypto journey. I've been Crypto Sensei. I'll see you next time. Aloha.